All right, so we're going to talk about why does height matter to women. I think this is so significant because so many women claim equality. They claim that they want to be on the same par and same level as their man. And I can tell you and I can confirm to you that this is incorrect in so many ways. She's not supposed to be with someone on her level. She's designed hypergamy, which is the part of a woman's nature that always seeks better, the best option, but also a better option than herself. That part of her feminine nature is there to protect her and ensure survival for her, because under natural conditions she is much more likely to die if she doesn't have a man of quality to provide, protect and lead her in the correct direction. We can't think like that, and we're not really aware of what life would have been like under natural conditions because we're living in this concrete jungle. So many girls are so far removed from that reality. However, that reality is not removed from their DNA because evolutionary psychology and evolutionary aspects of ourselves have been built up over literally hundreds and thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. So you can't just get rid of it. So women have evolved the nature to need better than themselves. And part of that is, or part of the physical manifestation of that concept is in the fact that they want someone taller than them. So even though they say, I want someone equal, they generally will find it very attractive if a man is taller than them. Now, I actually think people, especially in this day and age, take it a bit further than it actually is. Like, even though women do want taller guys generally, I think that the social hype of it actually increases to it, because when sometimes you'll see online girls saying, oh, I want a taller guy. If he's 6'4", he can do this. If he's 6'3", he can cheat on me. If he's 6'2", oh my God, treat me bad, all of that stuff. But then you go out in the real world and then you see a bunch of girls with men that are their height or even shorter. So I do think online there's a bit more hype around it than it actually is in reality, but it still is a part of our reality to some extent. So why is it that height matters so much? Well, height is a suggestion of his physical or his bodily capabilities, his strength and his physical prowess. So it is a measure that she uses, and under natural conditions, it's something that she relies upon to help ensure her survival. So when she sees a guy that's taller, what her unconscious or subconscious mind is doing is measuring his capabilities to provide and protect. So, of course, that's what a woman is seeking. She's seeking security. A taller man is deemed as worthy of ensuring that he can take care of her in a better way compared to a guy that's shorter. And it makes a lot of sense because if he is taller and he's bigger, just like, let's say, in boxing or UFC, there's literal weight divisions. The heavyweight is going to beat up the welterweight, even if the welterweight is better than the heavyweight. Like Floyd Mayweather is not going to fight Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is not a better boxer than Floyd Mayweather, but because of the size difference, Anthony Joshua is more likely to be able to defeat him. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's weight divisions for a reason. That's one thing that we say in boxing, and it's almost like the feminine's mind registers that too. So if a guy is taller, he's able to take care of her better, or she sees it as that way. Interestingly, studies have shown that taller men on average earn more. But again, that could be for a variety of reasons outside of the actual height, or it could be what height has indirectly influenced. Do you get what I'm saying? So, for example, if you're taller, you might be more confident because of how people treat you. Not because being tall makes you more confident, but because of how people treat you or how girls like you, that could make you more confident. And when you're more confident, it makes you a better performer in an interview, for example, or makes you someone that believes in himself. So he's more likely to ask for a promotion or whatever it is. So outside indirect factors could have some sort of an effect. But regardless, they say or they suggest or report that taller guys earn more than a guy that's shorter. So even in the modern world, he would have a better chance of being able to provide for a girl. But there's also the aspect that women try to assess men's qualities, and there's many qualities that they want to assess for that is a need for them to know or need for them to assess before they can get with them. And it takes time for her to do this. So when she sees a guy who's tall, she's immediately got one factor, or she's registered one factor straight away. So it's not like being tall means he's a better guy. Of course, that's not the case. But at least it's something for her to see and go, all right, at least he's got that. At least he's got that thing that satisfies my hypergamous nature. It's one of the quickest things for her to assess a man on. Say, for example, she might want a guy that's honest, right? It makes her feel more safe with him. But it takes time for her to assess if that guy is honest. But if he's tall, that's a manly trait that she gets to assess straight away. Now, that's why women generally like taller guys. But we can also say this, especially if you're a girl listening to this. You would be a fool, or she would be a fool, to solely measure a man based on how tall he is. I always say, if height is the thing that makes a guy so big, then to me, you're not really that tall. There's many guys that are above 6 foot but are actual pussies. There's many guys that are 6 foot that lie to women. You know why? Because they're cowards. They're scared of women. There's many guys that are tall but don't know how to take responsibility for their women and their child and their family. There's many guys that are over 6 foot but they just don't keep it solid in general. So I think a girl would be a fool to not follow her preference to being selective about so many traits of a guy and just ignore them because he's tall. And that's what many girls do. It's like, oh, he's 6 foot, but even though he's a red flag, I'll still get with him. You're a fool because you're going to get hurt, you know? So I don't see the point in doing that. It's actually, like, if a girl could be with a guy that's 6'5", and a red flag, you should get with the guy who's 5'11" and a green flag. But even then, it's about protection, right? So if a guy's 5'5", and let's say you're 5'2" as a girl, you should still want to get with that guy. At least he's taller than you, and he might be a better person to protect you anyway. It doesn't mean that a 5'4" guy can't fight. A 5'4" guy might be able to strike intimidation into other guys. A guy who's 5'4" might be a hustler and a moneymaker. So if she uses it as the sole measurement, if she uses height as the sole measurement, she's doing herself a disservice, and she's could be potentially missing out on so many better options for her because another guy could have so many traits that would fulfill her. But that's my take on the subject. I want to know what you think, so comment down below, let Reemus know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.